Elements is basically we are discussing on the topic that is city creation. City creation basically we are discussing on the topic that is future creation. So one of the person told that France actually told that basically they are experts basically. They are very dangerous people basically. France group are very dangerous. So they told that because one of the person told that how basically France created basically. Because previously basically when world basically was created there was no like country basically. So that was also basically one of the question basically. So one of the assume that basically few uh, uh, in this world basically I will take one example. France group also basically will say that यार सुनील क्या कमाल की बात की है. In Hindi basically that was. In English basically we can say that what a dangerous topic basically. Exactly that is not Hindi basically, but I have changed that word basically. So see basically things basically. France group also basically will say that yeah, we actually never thought up to them because we have the data but not up to that level basically. For that basically I will take the help of Google basically because Google basically is experts in this. Google actually can understand what actually I'm telling. One of the person told that यार ये क्या लिखा है मतलब आर यू मतलब you are basically drunk or basically. One of the person basically told that basically. One of the France basically told that. Assume that basically in really basically it's not like that. I'm just telling basically that here basically some discussion basically is ongoing between France and like this basically. And this basically discussion is connecting to that World Bank person also basically. Because that World Bank person basically is also connected. So like this basically. One of the person told that क्या यार है basically. Once upon a time I walking down in France basically one of the city there I got one incidence. One of the city basically. Here basically don't go into grammar side basically. Few people basically don't use grammar also. Why they don't use grammar that also we will discuss basically. See basically. So this is that thing basically. Another person to like क्या लिखा है यार basically we are not able to understand. Actually we are not able to understand. So see basically, I have basically added this thing basically. Just see basically what I have written basically. Once upon a time basically. This is actually one paragraph basically which is going to be merged basically as a one small paragraph basically in one of the nuclear power plant basically, and that is going to generate some energy. What is that generate? What is that energy? That basically we are going to discuss basically, because this is very dangerous topic basically, because world is already created. That's why I'm telling now basically, within 21 millisecond the world will end basically. So here basically, and that basically against universe law basically, that is the land is getting divided basically. So one of the person told, this is the paragraph basically the world is going to create basically in the environment basically. So France basically got upon a time basically. So three word basically they got basically. Three word means three words also basically you can say. I am basically telling that basically three word basically, not words basically, because it's a France basically. That's why basically, and this is actually one thing basically for France basically, but that is basically not one basically for another country basically. So that's why basically I added one three words also basically. So here basically three word basically. So that is three word basically which is France got basically, and France basically is handling entire earthquakes from these three words basically. So you can just imagine basically. So here basically what is the thing basically? One of the person told that what actually we actually not got here basically. Here the thing is this paragraph basically keeps on changing. Another paragraph come like this basically, this that one books gets created basically, as if that basically that books basically is going to launch into the market, whatever basically things basically it has basically, that we are basically going to discuss some after some time, after some videos basically. Here basically the thing is this is the paragraph basically which is ongoing currently basically, that is as on 10th February and time is 10:45. So that is the time basically where basically the this paragraph is basically ongoing basically, and which is basically going to created by the whole world basically. So world is creating this paragraph basically. So world basically is creating this paragraph, and what is this paragraph going to generate, that basically we are going to discuss, because universe group basically can't basically finish the world until the paragraph is not getting complete. That is a very dangerous thing basically. That is a very dangerous. So world basically will not end basically until the paragraph basically is not getting completed. So assume that basically this is the three word basically which France group basically got. France group basically got these three word basically, and these all words basically are going to created by the world basically, going to created by the world. So from this three word basically the France is controlling the whole world basically. That is the each and every countries basically control basically France group have of the earthquakes, of the earthquakes. So France told that basically we actually got this three word basically, but this three word is basically enough for us basically, because we are controlling the whole world, each and every matrix basically. So this matrix which is basically the 100 crore matrix basically across the world basically, that is created on the base of this paragraph, on the base of this paragraph. So see the things basically connecting basically, these things basically is connecting and it's connected. So one of the person told that this is that paragraph basically which the current world is creating, current world basically is creating. This is that paragraph basically the current world is creating, and in this basically the three word basically the France group has got, and on the basis of the three word basically the France is controlling the whole world. So that is basically you can say whatever things basically, that basically we can't say, it can be story also, it can be the paragraph of some book also basically, it can be anything basically, it can be anything. So this is that three word basically which is basically France is telling basically we have got, and on the basis of three word basically we are controlling the whole world. So that is basically the one paragraph basically, and assume that basically this is that paragraph basically on the base of, so currently the world is basically creating this paragraph. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about this paragraph and how basically France is controlling the entire paragraphs.